Hey, Capricorn friends. Thank you for joining me. This cloudy morning on the beach here. There's I could get this morning. I'll share up close. Go do your heart spread here. It's for the third week of May. We're calling it the 17th to the 23rd. I don't know if it's exact, but the third week of May, 2021. This is for whoever you're thinking of, whoever's on your mind here. You don't have to necessarily be with them. Could be whoever you're crushing on, okay? And we're back to the original schedule. So Fridays are always Sagittarius Capricorn day. So today we'll also be doing your four pillar singles read. So if you consider yourself super single, completely single, do check that one out. Later today, be coming up. Might already be up by the time you see this one. So justice, this is you, where your mind and heart is at in and around relationships. Let's see what they're doing. Two of Swords. That's them, or their mind and heart is at in and around relationships here. This is the major arcana. So you might be coming in from a recent divorce, in the middle of a divorce, something like that. It would be the most literal read. And of course, Libra energy. Um, but in either case, if you are coming in and it would kind of be too soon, and then so that's what's on your mind, and that's going to end up impacting the relationship somewhere down the road. So um, Otherwise, it's like having a sense in terms of love and relationships, probably of you haven't gotten justice in the past. It wasn't balanced in the past. Usually that's about reciprocation issues, and you weren't reciprocated. And so that's on your mind. So with the justice in general, it could be kind of a little bit of a chip on your shoulder. Capricorns, that's how you're kind of coming in. Like, don't cross me, don't test me. Not a bad way to play it where you go into a relationship. Not bad energy. Two of Swords is rough energy coming in a relationship with. Um, Here they are. This is, I always say the energy, I don't know what to do. Now, it could be an affair. It could be both of you are kind of going into this blind. Justice card, she's blinded. Justice is blind. She's blinded. And let's see where this goes once you're in the relationship. But with your person here, they would have to be coming out of some traumatic event. They definitely don't have closure um, on what they were doing. You may be more further along in that whole process, being justice. You're grappling with this large part of your life. You're seeing the big picture. You understand. If it was a twin flame, I would definitely see you as the activator here. You probably have a little more money, a little more resources, a little more mature in age than them, and then Four of Pentacles. But once you're in the relationship now, this is you holding on to your resources. So now, sometimes in order to balance things out, you gotta hold on to your resources, because if you've been in the past, if this just is about reciprocation, well, you've given too much before. You loved too much, and then that whole thing. Believe me, I know. So, and it's hard not to be that way, because that's the way you are. You just want to give everything to them. But you're going into this relationship, and you're like saying, "I'm holding the fuck back." It's holding back onto your energy, onto your coins, even. This is like when you go to dinner. It's like before you would just let me get it. Now you're like, "Where's your hat, bitch?" That kind of energy. So, Six of Cups. This could go a couple ways with your person, but this is their energy once they're in the relationship, how they're reacting to you. And um, I'm thinking this is going to be a response to you holding back your energy. Now, you never know with people. You could be holding back like crazy and then still giving them more than they've ever had before, and they could be thinking you're the fountain of youth or something, or they've, hit the jackpot or the mother lode. Um, but I think with the Two of Swords, and now once you're in the relationship, the Six of Cups, it's like they're kind of lost in these fantasies. And I don't even think it's about you. It's why I don't even think they're really noticing that you're holding back, because they're kind of lost in these fantasies about the bad old days. I bet you they talk about a lot, like how bad it was, how bad it was. So that's them. Part of the reason why they're two of swords, they're not looking at themselves. They don't have closure. And they're only looking at the other person. They're not even really looking at the other person all that hard. They're just blaming and poking and blaming and poking. And it's sort of like I said once, like you take all the crap and you just keep like focusing on it until it becomes like this beautiful, rich colored brandy, and you're, you know, looking at it and sniffing. It's like, let me tell you, it was so terrible. And then he did this, and then she did that. Oh, it was awful. I cried for days. Oh, it's so good. But it's like almost kind of enjoying it in some perverted way, you know? So yeah, they're not even really grasping yet. I don't think that you're withholding. And this is your advice from spirit that, you should be done. I think that's what the advice is, maybe. It's like, don't give it any more of your energy, your mental focus. This might be a relationship that's just purely like online. I just got here, purely like online, you know. And it's like you stop kind of communicating with them so much, and they send you these long messages, kind of like I said about the them type of deal here, caps. So let's get their advice. The Knight of Pentacles. So this is their advice in the relationship, and it's good sound advice because it's that they need. The Knight of Pentacles is steady, honest, hardworking, dedicated, consistent. He's Saturn, he's Saturn on wheels. Saturn as Mars, together, like taking that action that's responsible kind of action, capable of going the distance here. So it's completely different from the Two of Swords, from the Six of Cups. And what I was saying is that what they got to do is get grounded in reality. This is like they're just, I think they're just in another world. They're in La La Land. They're in La La Land. And it's not even a fun La La Land. It's not like Libra La La Land where everything's rosy glasses and, you could be on the deck of the Titanic and you're like, oh my God, look at the stars. They're so beautiful up there. Sorry, I love my Libras. Married one. Okay. This is, whoa, advice for the relationship as a whole. It's the Sun. Well, here I'm going to read the Sun as you need to bring light to this whole relationship here. So there's a sense where neither one of you have really been dealing with it, and you do have to deal with it. It's some kind of relationship. You have to at least understand it. With the Ten of Swords, it's like your advice is kind of like you really should be done. Like I think maybe it's saying like maybe if you just stopped and really admitted it and took a really hard look at it, lit it up with the sun, you would see that you're done. And if they took a hard look at it, and they're Two of Swords, all dark and stuff, it's like the sun would not only shine, it would shine right through those feathers or whatever they are, and right through the eyelids, and there would be light, and they would see that this kind of negative dream, uh, you know, turned into some psychic cocktail that they sip, um, is going nowhere, and they need to ground themselves and move forward, with this Knight of Pentacles. And I don't know if it's into this relationship or not. Let's see what the outcome is. No. I was going to say when I saw the Ten of Swords, this is righteous defense of the castle. And so this reading now shifts to you. That's how I do it. So, because I don't really see a relationship here. With the Ten of Swords, I mean, I was done with the Four of Coins when you came in, and they had the Six. I got it. Next, block, if necessary, block because of the Seven of Wands. So, I don't like to say this, but this is how I'm feeling and what kind of kind of being told to say, is that there could be danger here. So, um, maybe that's what this sun is really why you got to take a look. Just take a good look. It's almost like I'm getting like, look under the couch, look, take a good look, look under the rug here, and protect yourself going forward. Okay, protect yourself from this person, and let it be done here, Capricorn. So give me a like. I know it wasn't a warm fuzzy, okay, but not all relationships are, and better to move along and protect ourselves when necessary. Worst case scenario is to get hurt in any way, but you know, um, I think you're already kind of like, you're probably, if this is your reading, I mean, you're already going, yeah, I get it. Maybe you've already moved away. You just, I mean, change your password. Seven of Wands. I always see Seven of Wands as boundaries too. So keep that in mind. Like establish boundaries. Like you may literally have to block this person because maybe they don't get boundaries well. Okay. Thank you guys.